Before we start this podcast, first of all, I would just like to thank the ones and ones of fans throughout this country that wrote cards and letters to Dakota Allen, the mythical Squanch, while I was down. Secondly, I want to thank T&J Sports Podcast for waiting and taking the time, because I know how important it was. Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast, it is for the wrestling fans. It is the T&J Sports Podcast and Dakota Allen, the mythical Sam Squanch. With that weight, I got what I wanted. Baby Balls Ken O'Neill. I don't have to say a whole lot more about the way I feel about Ken. No respect, no honor. There is no honor amongst thieves in the first place. You put hard times on Dakota Allen and his family. You don't know what hard times are, Daddy. Hard times are when the Kansas City Chiefs fans have their team win the Super Bowl and have to watch Jackson Mahomes act like a fucking prima donna on TikTok. Hard times are when you tune in to Monday Night Raw and have to sit through a damage control segment. And hard times are when John Meatloaf Hook come home from work, go to relax with some Friday Night SmackDown only to sit through a Bray Wyatt segment, Daddy. That's hard times. That's hard times. And Ken, you put hard times on this country by taking Dakota Allen out the intro. That's hard times. We had all these hard times together, and I admit I do look like the podcast the other day is supposed to look. My belly just a little big, my honey a little big, but brother, I am bad, and they know I'm bad. There were two bad people. One's Dale Sr., and he's dead, brother. The other's right here. Baby Balls Ken O'Neill. The podcast intro belongs to these people. I'm reaching out right now. I want you at home to know my hand is touching your hand for the gathering of the biggest body in this country, in this universe, all over the world now, reaching out because the love that was given to me, and this time I will repay you now because I will be the podcast intro champion on this Hard Time Blues Sam Squinch Tour 2023. And Ken O'Neill, baby balls, let me leave you with this. One way to hurt Ken O'Neill is to take what he cherishes more than anything in the world, and that's the podcast intro title, Daddy. I'm going to take it. I've been there twice. This time when I take it, Daddy, I'm going to take it for you. Let's gather for it. Don't let me down now, because I come back for you. For that man upstairs that was on the first episode or two and never got the opportunity to see a real podcast intro. And I'm proud of you. Thank God I have you. I love you. I love you. Welcome to the Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast, everybody. That's obviously I'm Dakota, Squanch, Dax, whatever you want to call me.
A moment of silence real quick, because he just murdered that intro.
I can't feel my face and laugh too hard.
God, that was fucking amazing.
I had a little too much free time today.
I can tell.
Well,
Alright,
I'm
we
not
definitely
beating
gotta
that one
be-
next week, that's for damn sure.
Oh, we're gonna have to try. All right then. Well,
With that out of the way, welcome to the podcast, everybody. We're going to send it to Baby Balls Ken O'Neill for our little Monday Night Raw recap.
all right. Wasn't expecting the verbal onslaught there, but get back in the game here. We'll go through all pretty quickly here. We had the opening match of the Judgment Day versus Street Profits. God bless, I love the Street Profits, man. They're really good in the ring. Had Judgment Day coming on top of that one, kind of a right there towards the end with the Glamazon and Edge coming out. They're all beaten up. Beth Phoenix is about to slam Dominique, and then Mommy came out and saved him. Hit her with the Riptide, closed it out. Pretty nice there. Had the contract signing between Bobby Who, and Brock Lesnar. Nice little back and forth there. Resulted in Lashley and Lesnar getting into a little squabble after Lesnar took out all the security guards, poor guys, and then got flipped over and messed up by Bobby. It's gonna be a good match. We had Piper Niven versus Mia Yim. Mia Yim, Michin, whatever they're calling her nowadays, hit a beautiful tornado DDT that Piper Niven sold, but ultimately Piper Niven comes on top of that one. And there was a little subtle reference to the Abyss from the old TNA days, but neither here nor there. Then we had a interview with Baron Corbin that got interrupted by Sami Zayn jumping in the ring, and Cody Rhodes out there. Had a great promo between the two. Cody kind of cheerleading on Sami Zayn, getting Sami pumped and telling him he didn't want to see him until WrestleMania. Which resulted in Baron Corbin's interview continuing and talking crap about Cody Rhodes. Cody picked up on it, ring, beat him in the ring, just to get Cody wrestling. We had this six-person tag match between Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Natalya versus Asuka, Carmella, and Cross. Kind of a okay match. We had Carmella, Asuka, and Nikki Cross winning that one. Then we had one of Hook's favorite wrestlers, Bronson Reed versus Mustafa Ali. Kind of just a boring match. Bronson Reed coming on top of that one. Mustafa Ali looked good.
Like that.
What's that?
You don't disrespect me like that.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm still kind of messed up over that intro. Then we had The Miz and Rick Boogs.
Boogs!
I was waiting for it. Very impressive power display by Boogs coming on top, winning that one there. And then we had Bianca Belair versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch, which started with a little bit of a promo. And if Becky or Bayley would have won, they'd have got a spot in the Elimination Chamber. But if Bianca Belair won, then they'd both wouldn't. Back and forth, ended up with Damage Control, a bunch of people coming out to the ring. The EST kind of manhandled everybody with her coming off top and winning, which shot any chance of Becky Lynch and or Bayley getting in on the Elimination Chamber match. It was a decent episode of Raw. This back and forth with Cody and Sami is really starting to catch some heat, and I'm liking it. But what are y'all's thoughts? Let's talk about it.
I'm going to go back to the Piper Nevin match.
Settle down.
Hold on. She is extremely underrated.
Yeah.
And yeah. Like, absolutely underrated. If they end up giving her a push and building her up more as a powerhouse, I think that'd be great. I think she's a great worker. Obviously, she's a little bit bigger than everybody else, so like her moves, she could sell them a little bit harder. I don't know. I think they're underutilizing her.
I think she just came back, so I think they're going to finish the storylines they have, and I think they can probably give her a push, which I can go for. She definitely did all right.
It's definitely nice to see her back like this instead of that stupid duo drop bullshit.
Yeah, that was definitely a Vince McMahon name for sure.
Yeah. You can tell when he has his hand in something when he doesn't.
He loves the one names instead of having like with Theory. It was Austin Theory, then they made him drop that, and then for Mustafa Ali, they called him Ali for like 2 weeks, and they realized that was a boxer's name, kind of a big deal.
Well, I mean, one, it's just easier for his demented ass to remember one name. Two, like, apparently they just found out Banger Bros is close to Bang Bros, so we can't trust them to name a goddamn thing.
It's very true.
I think that was a Triple H joke there. I think that was a good little high five between him and Shawn Michaels in the back, to be honest with you.
Just a little show that DX is running the show now.
Yes, love it.
For sure. Here's a little hot take. I think they're going to end up turning the Cody and Sami thing into a triple threat at WrestleMania. If they don't split the championship.
We can talk about that once we get to our Elimination Chamber discussion. I've got a few topics on that as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. I guess I kind of got a dream scenario, I think, built in my head, but we can talk about that when we get to Elimination Chamber. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about from Raw? God damn, Cody Rhodes is good on the mic, ain't he?
Yeah.
God.
The only thing that'll make Cody better on the mic is hopefully eventually they turn him back into that arrogant heel he was when he first went to like New Japan and all that, because that was just pure gold.
Do you think they make that push after he gets the title?
I think so eventually down the road, once like the homecoming kind of wears off for him, because it was cut short with the injury, so we're still kind of riding that high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think about all the male great champions have all turned heel, you know.
Yeah. And you can't be a baby face and hold the title for that long. This isn't the 40s.
Bruno Sammartino days.
Yeah, no disrespect to Bruno, that's the GOAT, but
Right.
still, you can't do that now.
No.
You're gonna run really, really stale if you do that.
Very true. Very true.
But overall, just like a kind of a nothing special Raw, honestly. Kind of like the one before the Rumble, too. Seems like the go home episodes of Raw recently just haven't been special.
That's fair.
No, but matches may not. But I think the last 2 weeks of Raw have had great promos with Cody Rhodes being involved.
Yeah, that's fair.
Paul Heyman and then stuff like that. So
Yeah, those promos have been golden. That's pretty much been the bright spot of Raw for me personally.
same here. All right. Well, I guess we'll toss this oop up to. Shit, I can't remember what he called you.
It's a goddamn meat log.
Meat log. Oh, he gave you a compliment. I guess is that a compliment?
I mean, if you heard what he's called me the last few weeks, I think it was overdue.
I mean, the bar was real low to begin with, let's be honest.
That's fair.
All right, Meat Log, take us away on SmackDown.
And to kick off SmackDown, they went ahead and gave us our beer break or bathroom break match. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. They defeated Shotzi and Natalya.
Shocker.
If you sat through this match and enjoyed it, seek help. Then
I tried. My insurance don't cover it.
shortly after that, I think I might have my timeline mixed up here, but Bray Wyatt came out and called out the winner between Brock Lesnar and Bobby who?
Bobby Lashley.
But yeah,
Are we just gonna skip over the Hit Row rap? Is that what you're gonna do?
We don't talk about them, much like
Oh,
Bruno.
Sorry.
they don't exist, or like Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. They don't exist here.
My dad.
God bless.
Still waiting for the milk, huh?
Oh, yeah. So we're just not going to acknowledge whatever
Okay,
that
cool.
was. Then the Banger Bros beat the Viking Raiders. That was a pretty good match, I thought. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't great. And then match after that was Asuka. She defeated Liv Morgan with Carmella, Raquel, and Nikki Cross on the outside of the ring. I thought that was pretty entertaining. Seeing Nikki mess with Michael Cole was kind of hilarious. And then Asuka having her jazz music stopping, like, and then staring over at the. Y'all get the meme. Hopefully, y'all get the meme. But and then staring back at the announce desk, wondering what the hell Nikki was doing. I thought that was great. And then, by no surprise to anybody, Gunther beat Madcap Moss.
You put on a match though. Sorry.
Yeah, but it was you kind of knew it was coming. But and then Sammy basically cut a promo without saying a damn word. Gold.
Didn't have to.
This man is ridiculously over, and I haven't seen anything close to this since, like, Daniel Bryan WrestleMania 30.
Yeah. And I think we have that same situation going on right now, but I'll wait till after SmackDown recap.
But yeah, we're gonna. What was y'all's thoughts on that? We'll just go ahead and get that started, even though we already have.
I mean, honestly, for me, the highlight of the night was the Asuka Liv Morgan fight. And then I don't know. I keep praying that they're gonna do something positive with Bray.
Yeah, I've been waiting since September, so it's not coming. Not happening.
God, it's got to, man.
Oh, I forgot to add this in. They're bringing back the puppets next week. If you all really just enjoy those,
I do. God damn it!
Yeah, and if
don't
you
be a hater
do,
on it.
if you're like these two, also like my advice earlier, seek help.
John, look, I don't have the construction paper nor crowns to break down the nuances to you that make it entertaining. All right.
Where the fuck do we get ice cream?
what you don't know is John was one of the people in The Ringer. All right, like he wasn't acting.
Scratch my CD.
Well, if we were ever going to get paid for this one, we weren't now. All right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Look it out in broad daylight and you scratch it.
All right. Well, let's just skip over the rest of that. All right. Are we making the jump to Elimination Chamber picks?
Absolutely.
All right.
Go to one deleted away.
All right. We're just going to go down the card, how it's listed, top to bottom. First up, we got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn and Goth Mommy. John, who do you got?
Give me Edge and Beth Phoenix.
All right, Ken.
I'm gonna have to go Edge and Beth. I think I'm gonna go Baylor, Ripley. I think Ripley's just too much on a hot streak right now, and I'm gonna have to go Baylor, Ripley. You're the tiebreaker.
I'm also going Finn and Rhea. They're going to carry this Edge and Finn thing out to Mania. I already know they are. And they're not going to have Rhea lose before Mania.
Question.
They could, hold on, they could have Finn lose and be the one getting pinned.
This is true.
Hot take. I hope it comes true.
It's like a
Some
lukewarm.
point time in the match. Don't lukewarm me. What? Shut up. Alright, so. I think what happens is I think Glamazon and Rhea get outside the ring. I think Edge and Baylor get the hell at each other. I think could see Edge winning, which sets up the return of the Demon at WrestleMania.
Demon versus Brood Edge.
Yes.
I like
Both
it.
go to a dark place.
I like it. Pikachu.
A snacky cake right there.
Because, it's always been his thing is, once he's pushed to that certain place, the demon comes out.
I do enjoy Demon Finn. It's a little spicy shot right there. I'll drink to that.
I think I would love to see like a purple, white, black, like makeup scheme or whatever, but man, that'd be fucking awesome.
It would be nice. But all right. Next up, we got Brock versus Bobby Who. We'll start with Ken this time. Ken, who you got?
I'm gonna go Brock. And the reason I say that is we've had Brock lose a handful of times to Bobby over the last couple weeks. And I think Brock breaks that streak, and I think he beats Bobby.
All right. Jonathan?
Dakotathan. So, I got, I'll let y'all catch your breath. I'm going to pick Bobby in this one because...
Bobby who?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley. I'm going to take Lashley in this one. I think Brock's cost him too many opportunities. Even though Bobby's won a few, but before Brock came back and absolutely ruined that U.S. title run, it took a year for Bobby to get pinned. So we will see, but I'm going to take Bobby.
I'm also taking Bobby, but I don't think it's a clean win for Bobby. I think we get a full Hurt Business revival sort of happening, and that's how we get the win.
We can get the Hurt Business and the Street Profits on the same team. Oh, dear God.
Got a hot take on the next card. That.
Moving on to the next card, we got the men's U.S. Elimination Chamber match. Who do you got, and do you need me to read you off the names one more again?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, in the men's United States Championship Elimination Chamber, we got Austin Theory as the champion, obviously, with Seth Rollins, Johnny Wrestling, Bronson Reed, whose wife looks like a horse girl, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford.
Look,
Give me Montez, because feel like that push is needed, but I don't think it's going to come. That's just who I want to see win. There's no logic behind this whatsoever.
Respectable. Ken?
We'll go Theory. I think it was a big push to get him back into the title spot, and I think going back to the last match, I think Rock and Bray start their own feud, and I think Bobby goes back after Theory for the title.
I like it. I want to go the route John took on who I just want to win, and I'm taking Gargano because let my boy do something, please.
Go to with Gargano, all right.
If this happens, I'm getting naked and running around John's house. It'll be a very.
That was a very awkward time for you to say that as my wife was walking into the room.
I don't give a fuck. It'll be a very slow run.
Baywatch style.
It's not, and it's not because of special effects. I'm just slow. All right.
I mean, we do that beforehand.
Yeah. All right. Next, we got the Raw Women's Elimination Chamber match at WrestleMania 39. All right, we got Asuka, Liv Morgan, Raquel, Nikki Cross, Natalya, and Carmella. Let's go with Ken. Who we taking?
God damn it. She let me down last time, but I'm going to pick her again. We'll go Raquel Rodriguez.
All right, Mr. Hook.
I'm going to go Asuka because she's on a roll. That is my only logic.
I thought about Asuka as well, but I think I'm going to take Liv. They let her go second longest at the Rumble, so they see something in her. Maybe we'll get that.
Like it.
All right, now the one we're all waiting for: Roman versus Sammy. John.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping I get to pick at least second here, but
pick
I'm
first,
gonna
that's
go
fine.
with no, it's fine. I've kind of already made up my mind. It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna go with Roman, and there's gonna be some kind of bullshit finish. If you can hear my wife yelling from the other room, she wanted me to pick Sammy.
You know what? I'll go second. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Mrs. Hook. I got you because I'm taking Sammy on some fuckery.
She's absolutely losing it.
Good. But I'm not saying he gets the belts from it. He's going to win via DQ.
Here's my hot take. Now, I do like Dakota's pitch there, set up that triple threat WrestleMania. I think it'd be good. But I think Zayn's gonna get a position to win. You're gonna get interference from Jimmy and Solo. But I think Jay stops Jimmy. Cody comes out for Solo. Sets up Zayn for the win. Cody's not scheduled for anything Elimination Chamber.
All right.
So I think there's some fuckery. It may not end exactly that way. There's gonna be some fuckery, but I think there's something between Jimmy and Jay, and then I think somebody, hopefully Cody, takes out Solo.
I like it.
I do like it. Surprise appearances, as always, with every pay-per-view, it's bound to happen. I'm going to go first, just so John doesn't steal it. Pat McAfee's coming back for this one. Fuck you, John. Ha ha, bitch!
I didn't even say it this time.
You didn't get me twice.
Damn it!
John, who you got now?
Oh, no, you're just going to take my pick and then throw me on the spot. I see how it is. You know what? Fuck it. Kenny Omega's going to show up random.
Wow.
I mean, he took my pick. I don't know what else to do. I freaked out, okay?
Okay. All right, manager. My turn.
Yep.
Yep.
Randy Orton.
Ooh, actually, I want to change mine to Riddle.
They just changed the drug policy.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
But, Riddle or... Is KO even in this show?
No, KO's been out since Rumble. I was going to say, that'd be a good pick for you if you want something safer than fucking...
That's what I'm going with, and that came straight from the other room. My wife just gave that one to me.
She's smarter than you are, I'm telling you.
I mean that's obvious. Like somebody's got to carry the fucking load here. It's not me.
Maybe that's how
She's
it's
carrying your load right now. I know what I'm saying.
So maybe it happens that way. Maybe Kevin Owens comes out for solo. Jake gets Jimmy. Sets up Sammy for the win.
That might be it.
All right. We'll have Mr. Hook make the graphic like he always does. Post it everywhere. Anything else you want to discuss about the chamber, fellas?
Oh, that's a good one.
No, what do y'all think? Think anybody jumps off one of the pods?
Oh, absolutely. Look who's in this fucking thing.
You think
Okay,
anybody
then
climbs to
make the pick. Who is it?
Oh, pick who
Montez
jumps.
Ford.
Yeah, I said that's the fucking easy one. It's Ford or it's
Liv?
Liv definitely for the women's.
I say someone catches a stomp from Rollins from the top of the cage.
Ooh.
Ooh, that'd be nice to see.
Super dangerous. I think it'd be worth it.
You think anybody makes the jungle gym climb to the middle?
How many pods do we think get broken? I'll hit you with a counter question.
I mean, this is a pretty small man elimination chamber, honestly. So
It really is. Well, Bronson Reed.
I say one, and I say Raquel throws somebody through.
We can get an Otis with Bronson Reed who runs through the glass and then runs out the back door.
I think Bronson Reed would bounce right back. Bumbles bounce, man.
just seems a little rude, don't you think?
I mean, he's kind of built like one of those workout balls in a gym.
You're not wrong.
I mean, just because he looks like Slimer from Ghostbusters, don't mean you gotta be so rude.
I know. You know, it's pretty fucked up, Hook. Okay.
He looks like one of the thumb people from. SpongeBob.
Looks like he's got Han Solo frozen in carbonite in his basement.
Oh shit!
Ulukalawaka Soto.
I bet that dude just reeks of BO. He looks like somebody who goes to a wrestling convention. No disrespect to everybody who goes to those, but some of y'all need deodorant.
You're gonna have so many people in your inbox. Sir, that's not very nice.
Sir, I haven't seen my peckers since '94. Take it back.
Yeah.
Hey. 95.
I was
I was born in 95, all right? I get another year.
That's very true. Well, I think I'm out of hot takes. I think I used up all my hot takes for the day.
I ain't got much left either. So, John, go ahead and send us home with everything. And are we streaming it like we did the last one?
Yeah, we'll be streaming it. Dakota, do we want to use your Twitch or mine? It doesn't matter either way.
We can use yours this time.
All right, so the live stream Twitch will be at CPT Hook 53 on Twitch. Give me a second here. Be sure to follow us on all social media at TNJ Sports Podcast on Facebook. We're under that umbrella. Make sure you give those guys a listen on there too. Their podcast is pretty good. They just covered their early March Madness picks, or March Madness who makes the tournament, who doesn't. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cheap Pop Podcast, on Instagram at Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast, and on TikTok we just posted a top 5 video of our top 5 favorite finishing moves in all of wrestling. Follow us at Pop My Podcast for Cheap.
He said it.
I finally got that one out without laughing.
Good job, buddy.
We'll go ahead and wrap this one up. This is John Hook signing out.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta go ahead and say your name. Y'all gotta say your names too, boys.
They know who I am.
This is Ken.
The Sam Squinch needs no introduction.
Or outro.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching.